Favorite names in here. Check them out. All right, awesome. So we are live everywhere. We are live on my Facebook page. We are live in my Love Attraction community, and we are live on my YouTube channel. So we are good to go. All right, awesome. So this week's theme is all about alignment. We all want to attract love in whatever form that is. If you are already married or in a relationship, I'm sure you want to keep the love flowing. You want to attract a deeper level of love, right? And if you don't have your power partner, you want to attract that. Or if you're just at the point that you want to experience a deeper level of self-love, that's what we're doing. That's everything, all the tips that I'm giving, all the advice, all of the information that I'm sharing. I have that in mind to assist you on your journey to attracting transformational love in whatever form you need it to be in. So I just want to thank everybody for tuning in. I am your guide, Deanna. I'm a love attraction expert. I am the owner of Love Coverage, a full service coaching company, and I'm the author of Manifesting Love, Fit for a Queen, a 28-day love attraction guided journal. So that's what qualifies me to talk about this, right? Other than the fact that I'm living it and I only teach what I live. So if you are tuned in on any of the platforms other than Instagram, I have to let you know, if you want to participate fully and leave a question or a comment, I'm a great person, but I cannot manage all three of the platforms. So I'm only checking the questions and comments on Instagram. So if you want to participate in that way, please log into my Instagram, which is Destination Dionna, Dionna. All right. So now that we've gotten that out of the way, make sure that you are sharing this live so we can get as many people in on the conversation as possible. That is what makes these lives really robust, is when we get the questions, when people start chiming in and it's more interactive, we cover more. All right, so let's get into it. Today's topic, it is part one of the 3-part series for the Alignment in Love series. And the first part is, what is preventing you from aligning with love? What's preventing you from aligning with love? Now, alignment, as it's defined, is a position of agreement or alliance. So basically, everything is lining up in agreement. That's all it means, right? And in order to attract more love, you have to have alignment with love. So I'm going to talk about 3 particular things that you need to make sure are in alignment. And if they're not, that is what is preventing you from attracting love. And to make it easy on you, I'm going to use some alliteration. So think of M for mastery. We want to master this. So the 3 things that could be preventing you from attracting love are your mind, your mouth, and your moves. Your mind, your mouth, and your moves. So when we talk about mind, what are you thinking? Everything starts in the mind. So I want you to ask yourself, are you controlling your mind and telling it what to think? Or are you allowing negative thoughts that don't align with your desires to fester or multiply in your mind? And I think all right, great. I'm seeing people are sharing the live. I appreciate that. Thank you so much. So the mind, it's what you're thinking. That can definitely prevent you from attracting love, because everything starts in the mind. That's why I'm going over that first. It starts in the mind. You have to check your thinking. What is going on in your mind? Are your thoughts lining up with what you actually want to attract? Now, your mouth. What are you saying? Now, your thoughts are going to give you what to say. So that's why it's a progression, right? What are you saying? What comes out of your mouth is powerful. It creates your actual reality and what you experience. So in Proverbs 18:21, it tells us life and death are in the tongue. So literally, you are bringing yourself more life or death simply by what you say. So think about it. What are you saying? Are you repeating negative rhetoric that doesn't line up with what you want to attract? Or are you speaking positive? Are you making positive deposits and saying things that align specifically with what you want to attract? If you want to attract a mate, are you saying things like there's no good people to date? The dating scene sucks. Are you saying negative things like that? Or are you saying there's plenty of great dating options out there for me? Are you saying things like that? Check what you are saying. And the third one. So after your mind, you're thinking of what are you thinking? After your mouth, what are you saying? Your moves is what are you doing? So the moves you make will either push you closer to or further from your desires. So what are you doing? What actions are you taking? And do they align with what you're saying you want to attract, what you're thinking about, what your desires are? I'll give you a real example. So, I'm in a super happy relationship and I've gained a couple of pounds, right? Nothing to too much worry about. But you know me, I want to look good. I'm thinking about it. So it starts in my mind, right? But I'm not telling myself anything negative. I'm telling myself, hey, I'm happy. I've been enjoying myself. I'm still beautiful. My fiance loves it. It's not a problem. But I know I want to do something about it. I know I have a goal in mind. In December, I am actually having my final fitting for my custom wedding gown that is being designed. So I have a goal in mind for how I want to look and feel by December. So now all of my actions are designed to line up with that. I've already said I'm going to drink more water. I'm going to get more rest. I'm going to exercise more. So my moves are lining up with my desire to look a certain way, be a certain size, get a couple of pounds off. That's what you need to think about. What are you doing? If you are saying you want to experience transformational love and a deeper sense of self-love, what are you doing that aligns to that? Are you taking yourself out on dates? Are you prioritizing self-care? Or are you just talking about it? So these three things are what can prevent you from actually aligning with love. Your mind, what are you thinking? Your mouth, what are you saying? And then your moves, what are you doing? What actions are you actually taking? Do these things align? Now I'm seeing that I actually got a request to join in Brooks International Realty. I think this is my elite sister. I'm going to go ahead and let you in. Are you still here, Jackie? I hope you are. I'm letting you in. Okay, there we go. Hey, Jackie. I can hear you. I know you're there. We're connected.
Oh.
Okay, I can hear you now. Can you hear me?
Yes. Hi.
Right. Hi, I'm so glad you caught the live.
I'm so happy to be here.
Awesome. Do you have any thoughts about what I covered?
Yes, the first one. It's the mind.
The mind. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
What are you thinking?
I'm looking at the absence instead of the outcome.
Mm-hmm.
What I want. So I'm looking at the absence of what I don't have. Ooh. Instead of focusing on what I want.
All right. Thank you for your transparency, because I'm sure there are probably other people that are also dealing with that. And if you're thinking about the absence of it, we know that the law of attraction tells us like attracts like. So if that's what you're thinking about, you're going to attract more of the absence of it. Mm-hmm. So at least you're acknowledging it, because now we can replace that with something else. We don't want to think about the absence of it. We want to focus on your desire. So your desire is to have it. So we're going to fill your mind with positive thoughts about having it. What does it feel like? Why do you want it? What's going to happen when you do have it? Those are the thoughts that you want to be flowing in your mind all the time, because that's going to help the attraction. Does that make sense?
Of course.
Of course. You're so awesome. You're so awesome for sharing that, because I know that there's other people that are thinking that. I know that in the beginning of my journey, that's one of the things that I struggled with, because it was like, well, this is my reality. You know, it's natural for me to think about it like this because this is what's true. But when you start to control your mind, you tell your mind what to think. I want to think about abundance. I want to think about love. I want to think about having a power partner and what that is. And then you fill your mind with that. So I hope that this can help you. When you have a thought that doesn't align with your desire, you can stop it and not let it multiply or fester and grow.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Thank you so much, my elite sister. I love you so much.
Love you too, my elite sis.
Now that is awesome. That is exactly what I want to do on these lives. I want to have, more participation. Tell me what you're struggling with. Tell me what is not making sense, or tell me the things that you're like, yes, that is hitting home, so I can dig deeper into it. So just to recap for anyone that might be joining in on the live now, we covered 3 things that could be preventing you from aligning with love. And in order to attract it, you need to be in alignment. So the 3 things are your mind, what you're thinking, your mouth, what you're saying, and your moves, what you're doing. So thank you all so much for taking the time. I'm really loving the late night lives. I don't know, I might keep this after the kids go back to school. This is how we've pivoted, because my kids are up during the day and I want to give you all my undivided attention when I'm doing these things. So on Wednesday, it'll be part 2 of the alignment series. And we're actually going to talk about how to get in alignment. So I want to thank my sister Jackie for actually giving me the layup, because that's part of what I'm going to cover on Wednesday, how to address these 3 areas and get into alignment. So thank you so much for tuning in. Please remember, the late night lives happen on Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, usually at 10 p.m. Central Standard, 11 p.m. Eastern Standard, unless I have something going on, I'm traveling or something like that, and I will update the schedule on my Instagram, so you'll know exactly the time and you'll know the topic that I'm covering. But Put your reminders on so you can join in on these lives. I love that they're interactive. Make sure that you're liking, you're commenting, and you're sharing so we can just grow this community. And if you want to participate further, you can join my Love Attraction community. I have it pinned at the bottom, or you can set up a guidance call if you're ready to start your Love Attraction journey now. So remember, God is love. We are of God, so attracting love is easy, especially when you have me as your guide. I love you all. Have a good night.